Hi folks, in this video, which today is May 6th, 2015, we're going to look at the difference between WordPress.com and WordPress.org. WordPress.com is where you go to set up a free website. So with WordPress. Okay, and people get confused because they hear WordPress and they'll go to Google and they'll type in WordPress. So let's go to Google and they'll just type in WordPress. The first thing that comes up is WordPress.com and WordPress.com. So they automatically just go to WordPress.com. They think that's where you set up a website. Well, what happens is you go here and you can create a free website at WordPress.com. And what that will give you, here's an example. What that will give you is a free WordPress blog. This is my daughter-in-law's, which I created for her on WordPress.com. So you don't own this. This is what I chose for her domain name, House Cleaning by Revi, and then it's .wordpress.com. Now, that looks good, but when you're on WordPress.com free, you are limited to what you can do with your site. So they give you 3 or 4 of the basic themes. You can get 2011, 2012, 2013, and I think there's a 2014 and 2015. That's it. You can't do anything else with it. You can't add plugins. There's a lot that you cannot do with the free version. So WordPress.com is like a hosting platform, and that's where you get the free. Okay? Now, WordPress, and this uses the same software as it's the WordPress software. Now, WordPress.org, you don't go to WordPress.org to start a website. You just don't do that. WordPressorg is where all of the software is, the open source software for plugins, for the WordPress platform. So that's where WordPressorg is. It's where you get themes, plugins, support, everything about WordPress is on WordPress.org. In order to have your own domain name and start a solid blog or website with the WordPress platform, you would go to a hosting service, which is in another video below, and that's registering a domain name, getting your hosting, and then installing the WordPress platform. And then from there you do your themes. So that's the difference between WordPress.com and WordPress.org. You don't go to WordPress.org to start your website. You can find out about hosting. So you can go here and it'll give you, and unfortunately GoDaddy is not listed here. I don't know anything about DreamHost or this Laughing Squid. I've heard Bluehost is yes and no. I personally use and advise and suggest people to go to GoDaddy. From here, it says you can consider a free blog on WordPress.com. So it will send you over here for a free one. Now I'm going to show you the difference. This is my daughter-in-law's site that I built on WordPress.com. Now I'll show you where I registered her domain name. Now I got her a .us. .us. whoops, and set up her blog on GoDaddy with her domain name. So now this allowed me more flexibility. I was able to change the copyright at the bottom, which you can't do with the GoDaddy. I mean, with with the WordPress.com. With WordPress.com, you don't have the ability to access the appearance, the themes, edit the CSS, etc., which I was able to do on my own, hosting it through GoDaddy. Now you can host it anywhere. I just prefer GoDaddy because I am used to it. I've been with GoDaddy for like 10 years. That was my Magic Jack. Sorry for the pop-up. So this way I was able to copyright it to her with the links, that need to be there. And then move the sidebars over here, take things away. Over here, it's pretty standard. You do have access to the widgets, but it's very limited. Very, very limited. Over here, I can change things around. Because once you're in here, and you go to the WP admin, which is how you get in, and I didn't save it. So what I'm going to do is show you on mine. In WordPress, when you use WordPress through paid hosting and your own domain, you can go into Appearance, and not only do you have the basic themes, but you have all of these other themes that you can choose from. All of the other themes. You don't have this over on WordPress.com with a free blog. You can go to Appearance and you can add a plugin to where you can edit the CSS. So I've added my own CSS in here. You can go to the editor. None of this is available on the WordPress.com with a free site. None of this is available. So this is why I always advise people to register your own domain name, set up your hosting, then install WordPress, and start building your blog. Now, go below for the rest of this blog post, and you'll see some instruction videos on how to do this. Okay, thanks for watching.